All right, guys, here we are again at the Cochran Chevrolet dealership in Cranberry, Pennsylvania. I'm here for two reasons. One of them was the door panel rattle, which we kind of fixed, but Greg's going to pull it off there and just take another look at it. And then the other thing, of course, is that seat right there where you can see the extra wrinkles that shouldn't be there. Again, showing the passenger side, those wrinkles are not there. Those are not supposed to be there. And believe it or not, this is kind of a common thing, and they ordered all the parts to get this thing fixed up for me today. So we're going to go ahead and actually view him doing some of these things because he's gracious enough to let us back there with a camera, show you a little bit of the process. We've already seen the door panels removed, but now we're about to see how it is they're going to fix that. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Thanks for pressing play. Today, like I said, we are here at the Cochran dealership in Cranberry, Pennsylvania again to get some work done on the car. Hopefully we get the seat fixed and the door panel completely taken care of this time around. We got the man, the myth, the legend himself here. Greg is going to be hooking us up, so stay tuned. Gotta tell you guys, one of the things I like the most about this dealership, Cochran here in Cranberry, Pennsylvania, is they don't seem to care too much about the camera. A lot of dealerships nowadays, they're a little scared of the camera. This place, it does it right. They know they're gonna do it right, so it doesn't matter if the camera's in the face or not. So really big thumbs up to Cochran here, Cranberry / Zelienople, Pennsylvania. Really a great place to be if you're trying to get some work done in your car. Very trustworthy people here. Greg is one of the best mechanics I've seen work on a Corvette yet. So definitely awesome stuff. Here we go into the abyss. She's looking good, guys. About to be even better. Once we get the door panel taken care of and that seat cushion taken care of. So obviously we're in here with Greg, who is the Corvette tech at Cochran, but he's got his work cut out for him here. Looks like it's not the only Z06 he's working on today. Got a C6 Z06 up in the air. I think they were replacing the steering rack, if I heard him correctly, but yeah, got two Z06s in the house today, spanning close to 20 years. That's crazy when you think about that. It's kind of hard to believe there's a door panel in there.
Yeah, I thought the box would be a little bit bigger.
I thought so too.
That's what I told parts. I'm like, oh, it's going to be a huge box. Because, I mean, GM, you know, they put a bulb in a box.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've seen too. So there's a brand new door panel. Boy, I really did expect that box to be bigger. And then I'm assuming the seat cushion's in there. See, the power of deduction. Yep, looks like a door panel. It is all the same options and everything, so assuming there's no weird marks or anything, there's no point in not putting it on there, I guess.
Looks good, right?
Yeah. Oh, it already comes with the clips pre-installed. That's interesting. Yeah. So that was one other issue I noted on mine. This clip right here wouldn't stay in.
Okay.
So
well, it's a good thing we can get a new one then, so we're set.
Yeah, we'll see if that. I'm not sure if it's a problem with the door itself or what.
Was the white part not staying in?
Yeah, the white part wouldn't stay in. So
more than likely the 2 ears are broken on it.
Yeah.
From, you know, maybe a couple removals.
Yeah. So if that's the case,
yeah,
then this is probably still needed regardless.
Yeah.
So he is removing the passenger side door panel to put this one on. We are going to do the same fix on the back side of this where those electrical connectors were. That I'm pretty sure was causing the rattle on my door panel, just in case. You never know. So at the end of the day, we are still replacing this just because Chevy does require something to be sent back, so it just makes more sense to replace it, even though at this point the rattle's pretty much gone. So I'm still pretty confident those electrical connectors are where the issue was, but with the seat, there is no doubt those wrinkles are not supposed to be there, and that's actually a pretty common issue from what I've seen, especially with the Z06s. I've seen a bunch of people having the same issue on the seat bottom. Not necessarily any specific color on the interior or anything, just the seat bottom in general, they're having that problem, it seems. Covered under warranty. If you guys are having any kind of trouble like this, definitely seek out your dealership, and hopefully you have a a good enough one near you. This one's about an hour from my house. I passed like 4 dealerships on the way here, but I like working with Greg and I like working with Tom, so this is where I come. So here we go. New door panel, old door panel, and actually I can better show you what I did here, guys. So the electrical connector is typically pushed in right here. I put felt tape on the back side of both of these connectors, as well as in the middle right here between the connector and the Christmas tree connector itself. This was the big one. This is the one that made the biggest difference, I think, because without this you could actually tap on it and make the same noise that the Rattle was making that I was hearing. So I did this on both the gray and the black connector. We're going to do the same thing on the new door panel just to eliminate this as a possibility. Hopefully that helps a little bit, shows you a little bit better what I did here, because I wasn't able to show this off last time I had the door panel off. So felt tape between the black connector and the gray electrical connector, and on the spot where the black Christmas tree connector pushes down into. That should pretty much take care of most of your rattles. Now, in that video, I also talked about how I wasn't putting this push connector back in because for some reason it wasn't staying in the door. We got all new ones here, so we're going to see if the new receiver basically will work, so we can put that back in too, because I would like to have all that on there, of course. All right, so this is where the issue's at least where it was on my other door panel. We're just crossing the T's and dotting the I's at this point. So that little Christmas tree connector, you lift that clip that he's lifting and it should slide right off. There you go. So just like that. Now that part, we're going to put a piece of felt tape right there and then just kind of jam that thing back down on it. So that's it. That was the problem area as far as mine was concerned. Yep, just right there. And then try to find those treads and push that thing back down on it. Let's say that takes a little bit of muscle on that part. But that thing will not make a freaking peep at this point. So we do it there, and then also down on the area where that connector pushes into on the door panel itself. So this is the spot I'm talking about right there. These white parts are what the yellow panel clips actually pop into, but for some reason this hole right here was just not keeping it in place, and that was also attributing to the rattle. So we're going to see if we can address that now. And there it is. New door panel. Yeah, look at that. Seat cushion, and you can clearly see no wrinkles there. That's interesting. Really interesting. Yeah, because the driver's side has like 4 or 5 extra wrinkles right there. I've seen a bunch of other people having the same problem too. Like, it's always on the driver's side seat too. Well, I actually took a picture of my seat before I ever even sat in it when I first bought the car, because I was like, that's not right. I know it's not right, but I'm going to get a dealership saying, well, you're kind of a bigger guy. Maybe you did that. Nope. Yeah, it was exactly the same. So now comes the really interesting part, guys. Getting that on the seat. One last look at it. Definitely weird. Definitely weird. So 2 screws to take off the side bezel piece of the seat. Are those what, T15? 20s. T15, T20, and 10 millimeter nuts. You could take apart this entire car. You got 3 sockets. So 1 clip, right? Just 1 clip?
2 screws, yeah, 1 clip.
And then these were actually like hooks that hook over top of the frame of the seat. So, and that's a good thing, because if that was me removing that, I would have grabbed it and just started yanking, thinking I'm pulling on clips. But it's actually like a lip that connects over top of the back of the frame of the seat. So don't just pull those things. Unfortunately, it does look like it's going to have to come out. So he had to hook that back up to move the seat back to get to the bolts. We're going to take those bolts out, and the seat is going to come completely out of the car. The secret to seat removal is taking the target top off.
It doesn't have to be removed, but it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, it's big. You don't realize how big these seats are until they're not in the car.
a lot of retainer.
That's a lot of work. Halfway through that, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have done this.
I mean, to have every type, I mean, this is even an older school way. I mean, those are nice. The hog rings, those clips, these clips, J clips, Velcro.
Yeah, that's crazy. But these are on the bottom.
Heating pad.
Yeah, the heating pad, and then on the bottom it's the fans for the cold
fan,
seats.
Air system.
Pretty cool to see those. No pun intended. But yeah, so that took what? Probably an hour. Probably pretty close to an hour to swap that out. Well, to just take it off. So probably another. Hopefully quicker on the reinstall. Yeah, but if you guys are having the same issue with your seat, this is the procedure. It's not pretty. There's the new cover. Well, that's definitely weird. Definitely a different look. Whew. But she's gonna look great. Just one crease on each side. Door panel's all set up. I'm anxious to see how this thing sounds. All right, so roughly 2 hours later, we're done. And we now have the same crease as the passenger side. There is a little bit of play in there that will probably come out with heat, I would imagine, because obviously this is a brand new piece of leather here. But you can see one serious piece of crease right here, and just like that over there. So this should tighten up as it gets hot, but for the most part, that is that. Took roughly 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. Definitely something else. I mean, when it comes to this kind of stuff, there's a reason why it costs so much money. But yeah, all set. Everything's good. I've been driving for about 15 minutes now. We're parked to get some dinner. And yeah, door panel looks good, sounds good. I haven't heard any sounds from it. The seat is matching of the passenger side with only one crease in that area. It's a good day, guys. Thumbs up to Cochran here in Cranberry/Zillionople, Pennsylvania. Come talk to Greg. If you have a Corvette, this is the dealership to be at. 100%. Greg is one of the best mechanics I've dealt with. Not only is he a really nice guy, he knows his stuff, and he takes care of things. You saw him taping up the door jamb to make sure that nothing got scratched up. Absolutely fantastic experience here every time I'm here. So as usual, guys, big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't yet, guys, and I will, of course, keep you updated as to what's going on with everything. And as always, stay obsessed.